Hi everyone, it's Tammy Mastroberte with Elevated Existence, and in this video I am telling you why it's so important to clear the energy in your home and your car and your workspace, and also how to do it. So we all know that everything is energy. Everything holds energy. Objects hold energy. We hold energy. The air in this space around us holds energy. If you're empathic, you know this even more than someone else because you can feel and you take on the energy of the spaces that you're in or the places or the people that you're around. So that's why it's so important to not only clear yourself, which is another video, but to clear the energy around you in the spaces that you inhabit the most. I've heard from people, but does it really make a difference? I'm here to tell you it makes a difference, and I'm going to explain to you why. A year and a half ago, my now husband and I moved into a new home. It was our first home together. We were very excited. We moved in. Now there's stress in the moving process, right? There was probably stress for the people that moved out. There was stress for us moving in. It was a new space. Our energy wasn't claimed on this space yet. And so we moved in. It was a house that goes back from the street, a lot of trees around us. Within the first month of moving in, we lost the power 3 to 4 times because trees kept coming down and taking out power lines. I mean, taking out power lines. So one actually ripped out from the house. On top of that, my husband, when we were moving in and setting things up, stepped on a piece of random glass that was from somewhere because I don't know where, we never broke anything, ripped open his foot. I sliced my finger, thought I was going to have to go to the hospital. And I mean, the list can go on and on and on and on when I tell you of the crazy, insane things that were happening to us ever since we moved in. And finally, I had it. And I said to him, no, there's something going on here. He was like, we need to move. This isn't good. And I said, no, we need to sage. We need to cleanse this entire property. I took 2 hours and I took a Palo Santo stick. I believe it was Palo Santo, which I'm going to show you in a minute. I literally took 2 hours and did every crevice of the inside of the house. He came home from work. We did the garage. We both went up in the attic with sage and Palo Santo, did the entire attic space. I had him walk around the entire property and down the driveway with it to clear the energy. And everything stopped. Everything settled down and all was well. That's not to say that you don't have to periodically continue to cleanse it, because if you have people over your house and you have some kind of a party, you need to cleanse the energy. If you have any type of an argument, stressful situation, argument on the phone or physically in person, you want to cleanse the energy because it stays in the space. It stays in the space. So I want to tell you a few different things that have worked for me when it comes to clearing the energy in your space and options that you can do. Now, again, I do the home, I do my car, and I also, when I used to work in a workplace, would recommend doing that. Now, I obviously do my office, but if you're working in like a public place, there's still options for you to cleanse that area. So here's my little bag of tricks here. The first thing many of you probably know is sage, right? It comes in various different sizes. There's long sticks. This just happens to be a small stick with this on the end. You can get ones that are fully, full on both sides. You can get these on Etsy in a pack of so many. And so what you would do with this is you would burn it, sort of allow it to get a flame on it, then blow the flame out so that there's just smoke coming out. And then you're literally going to go corner to corner all around. You can cleanse your crystals with this. You just want to cleanse the space. I walk back and forth in the rooms. I go all in all the corners, in the closets, everything. And you just want to say, clearing any negative thoughts, negative emotions, negative energy, anything that is not beneficial to me and the people who live here or inhabit this space, replacing it with only love and light. And I just sort of repeat that as I'm going around the house with the sage. The other option, and you can see it's small because I've used it, is the Palo Santo stick. So this is another amazing cleanser. Frankincense, incense is another one also. I don't happen to have that, but incense sticks will do this as well if you get frankincense or sage. And again, you're just going to burn it, blow it out. As long as it's smoking, you're going to do the same thing and you're going to cleanse the space. You want to do this in your car as well, especially if you're someone who spends a lot of time in the car. If you're a mom who's taking your kids everywhere. If, you know, some of you guys, I know you live out of the car, right? Because everything is taking them to school and then taking them to practices and all this other stuff they have going on. And if you're someone who travels to work and goes, you know, for an hour a day back and forth to work, saging your car or Palo Santo your car is big. The other option is essential oils. Now, this happens to be Palo Santo essential oil. I just had this on the other day, clearing my office. My husband was like, "Are you burning incense?" I said, "Yes, I'm cleansing. I'm cleansing the office." This you can diffuse, whether it's the Palo Santo oil, you can get other type of cleansing oil blends, you can get a sage oil blend. You put it in the diffuser, you diffuse it in the space. What I like to do is just say, as I'm putting it and turning the diffuser on, clearing negative energy, negative thought forms, negative emotions that are inhabiting this space, replacing it with only love and light. That's how I do it. And you just can diffuse it. You can shut the door and diffuse the space. You don't even have to shut the door, and you're just diffusing the space and it's clearing the energy. So you can do essential oils as well. I don't have them, but there are sprays that you can get. So if you're someone who's like, listen, I'm in an office, I'm in a public space, I can't be burning anything, I'm going to set fire alarms off, I definitely don't want to, diffuse something, people are going to get upset, you can spray. And there are many cleansing sprays that you can get as well. Actually, the fall issue, I believe, of Elevated Existence magazine has a list of them in there of different sprays. So that is another option for you. The other thing that I came across, and again, there's no ad here. No, I'm not getting anything from this. I'm just letting you know this is something that we came across that we also had in Elevated Existence magazine, and it's a candle from New Moon Beginnings. You can get this on Etsy. It's called Sacred Smudge, and it is a smudge candle that actually, if you can see, has sort of the pieces of sage and different things in it. There's essential oils in here, and there's even crystals on the top, which I happen to love. I haven't used this yet, but I'm thrilled about this and can't wait to just light this in my space, and I smell the sage right in it. And so this is another thing. If you don't want smoke, you don't want to smoke out your house, you're afraid of doing the fire alarms or whatever it might be, light this in your family room, in your kitchen, in your bedroom, and cleanse the space. So this is another option. But I just want to stress the importance of it, because a lot of people think, how much of a difference can it make? And that's why I tell you the story of when we moved in here, because it was incredible the amount of things that happened that everything settled down after we did it. So try it. I always say, don't feel overwhelmed. Start with one room that you spend the most time in, and then go room by room as you get a chance. I don't usually take 2 hours of my life to do the entire house at once. I did it that one time because desperate times call for desperate measures. But sometimes when I'm doing it, I will just do the basement. And then I will just do, the kitchen, the dining room, and the living room. And then I will just do the bedrooms or what have you. So you can do it a little at a time, but just do it on a quarterly basis at least. And do it when you have, like I said, arguments in the space. You have people over because they're bringing their energy and it might not coincide with yours. Whatever it might be, you have a party, you do it. People who do healing work, they will cleanse the room before the next client comes in. It's because you need the new energy. You need the fresh energy. You need the negativity removed, and see the difference in your house and in your space and in your office and in your car. So that is my video for you for today. If you do something else to cleanse negative energy in your home or your space, leave a comment below. Let me know what you use, how it works for you. Or if you try this and say, oh my gosh, Tammy, I have to tell you what happened. I always love to hear from you, so leave a comment. If you like this video and you want to see more, there are so many on my channel. Subscribe to my channel. I'm constantly posting new videos, and I will see you guys next time.